nerve-wracking for me here is talking to a rat piece of shit like you.
Come on, Mike.
No, because you're a piece of shit.
All right.
You really didn't have to.
We're gonna wrap up this interview. Thank you for coming in.
Fuck you.
Yo, what up, y'all? Miss me? Welcome back to another episode of Q Reviews. I've been gone about a week or so. I went on vacation with my wife to Vegas. Had a wonderful time seeing Usher live, but I'm back now to do some reviews. And I didn't get the chance to see any movies this weekend, but I heard the invitation is kind of missed, so I kind of stepped out on that one. I still might see the Genie one directed by George Miller starring Idris Elba. I might still do a review on that one, but I was at home, so I decided to check out Hulu. I decided to check out Mike. The story of Mike Tyson in episodic episodes. I think it's 8 episodes altogether, but the first 2 were released on Hulu. And this shows parts of his life, the rise, the downfall of Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson did not sign off on this movie. But they're still making a biopic of his life. I don't understand that, because I know there's a Martin Scorsese movie that was supposed to be directed starring Jamie Foxx, but that was like years ago. So I don't know what happened to this project. So this project, it got the likes of Mike Tyson. They used Mike Tyson's name, his likeness, his tattoo. So I wonder how they got the rights and he stole it, or he just didn't like it, or they just kind of ripped him off, whatever. It's messed up. But I still watched the show anyway because I dig the Mike Tyson story and I wanted to see what they have to offer. Now, the first episode, I want to say this. So the director of the series directed I, Tonya. So it's got that breaking the fourth wall where they talk to the camera. And I thought that was pretty cool. But this first episode is only around 30 minutes. It goes by so fucking quick. I mean, they don't take time to center on a story. I think this first one is called Thief or whatever. It shows Mike Tyson at a young age when he was getting into trouble and he was breaking into people's houses like that. But then it flashes back to the future and you never really have time to sit with these things to dwell on it. Plus they have this horrible makeup on Mike Tyson. It doesn't look anything like Mike Tyson. More like Cicely Tyson. So yeah, that makeup didn't quite work for me. In this first episode, the way it was jumping all over the place, it was more like flashbacks of Mike Tyson's life, or like it felt like a DVD was skipping. You know, you ever had those who remember DVDs when a DVD was skipped and you'll just be at another part? That's what this first episode felt like. It was just kind of all over the place. Now, I'm happy to say the second episode had way more focus in this episode. It shows his rise with Harvey Keitel, his first real trainer who turned him into really like armed Mike Tyson, the monster that we know of today. And Harvey Keitel plays the trainer and he did an excellent job. And then the actor who plays Mike Tyson actually has great chemistry with him as well. I enjoyed this episode a lot more, but one thing I did wish that this series had so far was the art of the actual boxing. If we can show him training a little bit, because that was the exciting shit in Rocky, right? Him running around chasing chickens and shit. We needed a little bit more sexiness to the boxing, because when they show the boxing, they just show his reign of Mike Tyson knocking people out. And it's basically a slow-mo punch to another guy's face, to another guy's face. I just think that was uncreative. I just wish they would have came up with more creative ways to sexualize the boxing, if that makes any sense. Let's make it sexy. Let's make it fun. Let's show this Mike Tyson how it really be. But what we get in the series so far is just montages of punches of Mike Tyson, which is cool. I will say the actor holds the physical stature of Mike Tyson. I think Mike Tyson is actually bigger than this guy though, but he's not playing a bad role so far. So if I had to score these 2 episodes so far, I'm going to give them both combined together a 2.5 out of 5. I think the first episode is probably almost like a 1.5, and then I'll give the second one like a 2.5. But if I just combine them all together, I'm going to give these 2 episodes a 2.5. We'll see where it goes from here. Will I suggest you watch it? It's Lifetime in a way, but it got some, some shiny moments to it that makes it watchable. You know what I'm saying? I think it would have been better if they would just release all 8 episodes so you can just sit down and binge and watch it. But right now, it's okay. I'm curious to see how this ends, even though I know the Mike Tyson story. Have you guys checked out Mike on Hulu right now? Let me know what you guys thought in the comments below. And what's your favorite Mike Tyson fight or Mike Tyson quote, because he has a shit ton of them. And if you like this content, consider subscribing to the Q Review family. And as always, don't just stare at it. Eat it. Peace.
I'm out cold. You hoes been exposed. Walk up on you slow with the foe and unload. You got more left for dead on the road. I strode when your car got towed.